So I was shocked to see that because I didn't know that that category takes that long. So it's about a 2-year wait. I think there's something about living in Canada where we're so used to getting things really quickly. How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Boma. I'm an award-winning community leader and entrepreneur, and this channel is dedicated to helping you succeed in life here in Canada. And also, if you're not in Canada, you're still welcome to listen in. This video is all about processing times for Canadian immigration. If you've been paying attention to what's been happening in the past year or so with this global P word, the global C word, whatever you want to call it, there's been a lot happening and it has impacted our immigration system. So if you want to know what the latest developments are, watch till the end. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel because I am still trying to, grow on YouTube. Thank you for doing that, and let's get started. There is a lot happening in this country as it relates to immigration, and it's kind of confusing because on the one hand, the government is saying, we want immigrants, but at the same time, the processing times are super slow. I have a friend who has been waiting just in limbo now for, she was waiting even before the freaking Rona, and now, it's over a year in and people are still waiting. And that's the story of many immigrants, here in Canada, and people who are actually wanting to land in Canada as permanent residents. But you know what? The government has released more information about processing times, and I'm going to be sharing it with you. So I'm going to break it down into different categories because that's just how immigration works in this country. Processing times will really depend on where you are coming from, what you're applying from, and also just how swift you are with your application. Are you doing your medical immediately? Are visa centers open where you live and things like that? There is a lot to take into account. So just so you know, the government is prioritizing applications that don't have travel restrictions attached to them. Take that what you may, but just understand that here in Canada, we are not like Australia and Taiwan and other countries like that. We are still in the thick of it. We are experiencing a third wave. It's a lot right now, but let's start with permanent residents. So the government is processing applications from May 2020. You heard that right, May 2020. So 10 months behind essentially, and that's because this health challenge has essentially caused a severe backlog in applications because offices were closed, processing times has increased. So yeah, right now you're looking at May 2020. So hopefully that provides some context depending on, where you are in the past 10-month pile. You will sort of get an idea. Obviously, as things evolve, maybe the processing times will get faster, but right now that's all that we know. Now, if you're applying for PR cards, that is a different process. Oftentimes, obviously, you'll land in the country and then you need to apply for your PR card. And that process for new PR cards is around 124 days. What is that math? That's just over 3 months. Yeah. Oh no, that's 4 months. Now for PR cards, that happens when you arrive in the country. You get landed, you have to apply for your PR card. That is super important documentation that actually shows proof and evidence that you are a permanent resident here in Canada. And the processing time for that is 124 days, which is just over 4 months. Is that correct? So 30 by 4? Yeah, so 124 days is the processing time for PR cards. And if you've lost yours or maybe it expired and you're just wanting to renew it, it's around 79 days for that to come through. So you're looking at, almost 3 months as well for that process. So it's not quick either. So just keep that in mind so you know to apply, way in advance before your card expires. For temporary workers, that is a different processing time as well. And for applications for work permits received outside of Canada, the government is currently processing applications received around September 26, 2020. And if you're a temporary worker who applied for a work permit in Canada, they are currently processing applications in December 2020. And just for context, I'm recording this video on April 5th, 2020. So they're about 4 months behind. And that's also similar for asylum seekers. They're currently processing applications from around December 2020. So there's a 4-month backlog for temporary foreign workers. For the students out there, hello. They are currently processing applications and finalizing applications received at the end of December 2020. So again, 4 months behind. So also keep that in mind. That includes new study permit applications, existing ones, renewing them, extending them, all that stuff. It's about a 4-month wait right now. For people who applied for family sponsorships, so family, spousal, things like that, they're currently processing applications received from around end of September 2019 to October 5th, 2019. So I was shocked to see that because I didn't know that that category takes that long. So it's about a 2-year wait. I think there's something about living in Canada where we're so used to getting things really quickly, and you don't have to wait that long to get things. And I've said that before, that it took my family, about 7 years to come to Canada. And now the thought that people are waiting for their families to come here and it's like 2 or so years, a year and a half or something like that. Yeah, that sounds super long. So if you're watching this video and you're wondering what the processing time is for a family sponsorship, currently processing applications from October 2019. So keep that in mind. And if you applied for citizenship, congrats, that's very exciting. They are currently processing applications received from around April 2019. So there's a 2-year backlog, which is pretty average as far as citizenship applications go. I was really lucky when I applied for citizenship. I think I got mine in like 4 months or something like that, but that's just because the stars kind of aligned and things happened. So yeah, for citizenship, it's a really exciting time, but you're still going to be waiting around 2 years. But again, that really depends on where you live, because certain places will take longer, and depending on where you live, it could be a much shorter process. When I applied for my citizenship, I was able to go to Vancouver because in Victoria, we don't have a IRCC, that's Immigration Refugee Canada office in Victoria. So most of these things happen in Vancouver. So I got the option to go to Vancouver to take my test, and I said yes. My schedule was pretty flexible, so I was able to go really quickly to get my test done. And then when I had to wait to do the oath of ceremony, or I think that's what it's called, I also had the option to go to Vancouver to take the oath. But at that point I was like, I can wait like 2-3 months to get it done here in Victoria. So depending on your flexibility, depending on where you live, that citizenship process could be much longer, or it could be shorter depending on situations as well. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, those are the current processing times for immigration to Canada. Let me know in the comments if you are surprised by any of these numbers. Do you think it's too long? Do you think it's too short? Do you think it's just right? I want to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. Good luck in your immigration journey, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.